Moist, what are you saying, bro?
Gotta carry us.
Yo, it's boy Marcus almost any back with another video. Today we are doing a new little series sort of on the channel, kind of just reliving the old days of COD Mobile, and I'll just be using setups and guns that were either meta back then or used back then, new skins that are coming out, things of that nature. So that's kind of what you'll see, and I'll be doing it like as best as I could. So like this is a standoff TDM game. We didn't have hard point back then. We didn't have control or safeguard, so I'll be playing modes that we had back then. I'll also be using gun skins, character skins, grenades, stuff like that I had back then, just because that kind of embodies the whole reason I'm making these videos. And then maybe telling like a little bit of stories. My thumbnails might be like screenshots from that period of time, so that's why you're seeing what you're seeing now for like the thumbnail and things like that. I believe it's the DLQ red action with the ACOG, or the tactical scope. It wasn't the ACOG, tactical scope, which was, I don't know if anybody remembers playing in season 1. That was the move, dog. If you had that DLQ with the tactical scope, one-shotting people all over the place, so much fun. That was like the hacker counter for me personally. Like, if we were in the lobby with hackers, that's what we would do. We would whip out our DLQs with tactical scopes, and that was the only way you had a shot in hell at picking them off at any sort of range. Other than that, you were kind of chalked. Like it's gonna be a rough game for you. That guy's gonna drop 30 kills and he's just gonna fire stuff. So yeah, interesting thing to talk about with the hackers there, man. That was a terrible time to be playing this game in that regard, because the hackers were so bad at one point. It was insane. I remember when I hit legendary and I immediately lost like back-to-back games because it was just hacker infested all over the place. What's that guy's name? Devilish? I think his name was Devilish, spelled with weird lettering. If you know, you know. But I'm pretty sure that was his name back then. Super annoying. That guy's a douchebag. I don't know where he's at now, but he's a douchebag. Yeah. Kind of want to tell this story about like the day that COD Mobile came out, I guess. Maybe when I started playing it. So it didn't download on my device properly. So I don't know if I had a device that would operate with it, but when it came out, like October 1st, 2019, 10th, 2019, whatever it was, it was probably in the morning. I woke up in the morning for class because I was in college at the time, and didn't see it on my phone. It wasn't in the App Store yet. So I go to class, I come back, and I find it on my phone. So I start downloading it, and I start playing it, and I skip my next 2 classes and played the rest of the day away. Just playing this game. So much fun. I was having an absolute blast. Wondering some things about the game. There were some changes that I immediately thought should be made, like rank didn't have a ban system. Here we are 5.5 years later, and it still doesn't have a ban system. So if you'd have told me that back then, I would have been mind blown. I'd be like, what the fuck are they doing with this game? This game would have sucked. Like, what do you mean? That's funny to think about. That's so funny to think about, because I've been saying for years that this game needs a ban system for ranked, and it's finally fucking coming. Because even back then, COD on console had ban systems for ranked, so that would just make sense. COD on console had ban systems for ranked in 2012, so why wouldn't it have it in this game? 2012 being BO2 for anybody wondering. That being said, still thoroughly enjoyed it. Even enjoyed this game, man. This was a lot of fun to kind of go back and use some of these guns I don't use. You know, with this game being in the state that it's in, so many skins over so long, like I never use the star camo anymore. I never use the red tiger AK-47 anymore. You know what I mean? So good to kind of come back and use these things. These guns be somewhat viable. I think the AK-47 is actually a pretty solid gun overall. And the people I play with, these guys were great. I know you might have heard that part in the beginning, the little intro from that guy. Hilarious stuff from him. They were expecting me, they were telling me the whole game, like, you're gonna have to carry us. You know what I mean? That's what they were saying. So I said I was not going to carry them. That's what I said, because I knew I was doing this video, and I wasn't, you know what I mean? This AK-47, I don't know how good it is. I haven't used it in God knows how long. And I just thought it would be good to do for a video. And maybe these guys will watch this and actually see that they're in the video. So kind of funny stuff right there. Also wanted to talk about like another part of this series, just because the introduction to it. The whole, like, I might do BR as like a part of it as well. I might mix it up. There are certain times in this game's life cycle where I wasn't playing. The main one was when Cold War came out on console. That would have been the season where the dual wheel Fennec took over the game. I quit. I pretty much didn't play the game. I hit Battle Pass like, I don't know, 51. or something. I was right there. I may not have gotten it, may have gotten it, whatever. I definitely have it now, whatever it is. So that season, you know, I'll probably still use the dual wheel Fennec, but I don't remember much about it. I only played a little bit. I played enough ranked to hit legendary and called it a day. You know what I mean? So that's just, didn't really get into this game in that season. That being said, that's pretty much the only circumstance where you'll see a little bit drier commentary, because I just don't remember it that well. That just, and like, let's be honest, that season sucked. You know what I mean? Like, the dual wheel Fennec meta was terrible. Nobody liked that except for people who like that kind of cheese. Probably like the USS 9 meta we have now. With that being said, I've kind of covered everything I wanted to cover. The battle pass back then was great. The maps were great. I mean, we just had the original like group of maps. You know what I mean? We were playing Takeoff, Slums. Wait, was it Slums? I don't even know. Was Slums in the game at launch? I think it was. I think it was in the game. That Crossfire, Crash, Firing Range, Raid. You know, Standoff. Those maps. But yeah, phenomenal game at launch, man. I thought this game was going to be absurd. It actually, you know, it's still good. Not as great as I expected it to be 5 years later. You know what I mean? But you know, it's still a great game. Still thoroughly enjoy it. It's done wonders for me, and I've spent countless fucking hours playing this game. So, also one other thing for this series I might add in is whenever zombies came in, I might do a little bit of zombie stuff as a part of this series. So, maybe talk about that as well. And that'll kind of wrap this up, because there's going to be a lot of episodes of this. I believe there's 55 seasons of COD Mobile. So that's a lot to work through. So yeah, it's been your boy Marcus Mostini. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. I appreciate the support on the channel. It's been great. This channel has grown a lot this year. So yeah, I'm out of here. Peace.